Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. This meeting is for seniors and veterans, and this is a completely new committee. It was a special before, but now it is one of the permanent committees. So welcome, everyone, and those who were not on the special committee, welcome to this main committee. Good. It's Monique Baker McCormick on.
I am here. How are you, Commissioner?
Wonderful. How are you? And
Good.
just want you to know that I'm grateful that you had already set up this meeting. So we're going to go along with what you had set up. And I'm grateful that you're still on here because you did an excellent job as the chair. We've been switching back and forth as chair of this committee.
Yes, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, but that's a good thing.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Madam Clerk, well, Happy New Year's, everyone who I haven't said Happy New Year's to. We're just glad we're still here and able to be on this committee of seniors and veterans that is so important for us in this community. Okay, Madam Clerk, I'll allow you to get started and I'll stop talking.
Each member is acknowledging that they are attending the meeting via Zoom and that they are located in Wayne County, Michigan, unless otherwise stated when I call your name. Commissioner Kinlock,
Present.
Commissioner Killeen, Commissioner Baker McCormick,
Here.
Commissioner Kniezek has requested an excuse. Chair
Yes, sorry.
Scott,
Present.
you have a quorum present.
Thank you so much. You may continue.
B, Chairwoman's remarks.
I guess I already made my remarks. Glad we got started and it's been a long day, so I will allow you to go ahead and get started. Thank you.
C, approval of the minutes from the December 3rd, 2020 meeting. Please note that these are the minutes from the Special Committee on Senior Citizens and Veterans Affairs meeting.
Okay,
Madam
may I
Chair,
have a
move approval with any necessary corrections.
Support.
It's been moved and supported. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposes? Hearing none, motion carries. Next item, please.
Item D1, and a new business, communication from Kwesi Bedsarai, Director of Veteran Services Division, forwarding a report on the Bureau benefit comparing the results for fiscal year 2018-2019 to fiscal year 2019-2020, a report by community on the Veterans Outreach activities for fiscal year 2019-2020, and the use of the Soldiers and Sailors Relief Fund balance through fiscal year 2019-2020.
Thank you.
Madam Chair,
Yes.
move to receive and file.
Is there support for receive and file?
Yes, there is support. And is this the item to receive
not
and file,
sure.
or he's just giving a report, I think.
It's a receive and file item.
Okay.
Say that again.
This a receive and file, but does anyone wishes to speak to the director regarding this? Are there any questions on it?
Yes, if he could just go over the report just briefly.
Okay. Certainly, Commissioner McCormick. Director Betsaria, would you do that, please?
Okay, so first, I'd be glad to. Do you have the report to share it on the screen, and I can kind of walk everybody through it? I don't have that one in front of me. I have another presentation.
Yes, 1 second while I put
Okay.
it.
All right, thank you. Okay, it's on the screen.
All right, just taking a quick look at it. I did
Oh,
it back
okay.
in December.
Oh, okay, sure, take your
Um,
time.
I'll try to cover the important parts. Of course, as a lot of us know, it's 78 to 83,000 veterans that reside in the 43 communities in Wayne County. And so we've focused on how to provide those services, to the community remotely or online. And we've had some success with that over this last year. And so some of the highlights, since it's all virtual now, we had to figure out a way to reach people. So we reactivated our Facebook page, right? Initially, I think we had three Facebook friends. Now we have way over 130 Facebook friends. So that gets the message out about Wayne County Veteran Services. And what we try to focus on are past military history and different military campaigns, what's currently out there for veterans to take advantage of, and then what's the pending legislation coming down the pipeline, say if there's another area like in Kandahar or Afghanistan or somewhere else, a hot spot, the Horn of Africa, where there's some challenges and veterans are starting to get some traction with the Veterans Administration on getting some benefits for those disabilities that they are facing. So we try to keep it fresh and relevant. We talked about our new phone number. It's 833-WAY-VETS. That's 833-WAY-VETS. We found a way to streamline the process so veterans can call us versus our 313-224-5045 number. We thought the 833-WAY-VETS number would be easier to recall. We've updated our webpage, and it has a bunch of links on there that reflect some helpful links on there for caregivers, for a lot of different programs. There's a survey on there, the type of quality, so the clients can give us some feedback on the quality of service that we're providing. And then I think on the page 2, it talks about us securing a grant from the state of Michigan. It was roughly $519,000 in the grant that allowed us to serve peacetime veterans in Wayne County and also bring on a part-time community outreach person. And so that person in that role was able to go to different communities, initially in person, but then we started going virtually once the pandemic really impacted our community. So we're finding other ways to reach out to Wayne County's 43 communities in Wayne County. It talks about the month of November, which is really used to be Veterans Day. Now it's really Veterans Month. And so we had an opportunity to go on a couple local channels and talk about our services. We did some online presence with Ask the Messenger and worked with Detroit area Black organizations to get the word out about veteran services, to make sure they know we have resources to help them bridge that gap. And so what I say in closing for this memo, we're committed to providing customer service to the veterans and their families. And we continue to locate and partner with organizations that align with the county's values to support the county's veteran population. So that's what we did for from fiscal year 2019 through 2020. And then I'll pause right there for questions.
Does anyone have any questions on this?
I just wanted to thank you for the report. It's very thorough.
Thank you.
And I know that you've been doing the work to get the word out. Just a clarification on what your outreach coordinator is doing, because I know he's worked with us in the past, and I really appreciate your help with our turkey giveaway and your staff
Right.
help on that effort. But can you talk about what else he is doing currently and what communities he's working with in Wayne County?
Sure. Thanks for asking that question. So my outreach coordinator is Deron Batchelor, and his background, he's a retired Army veteran and who worked with a nonprofit, Best for Vets. So he was familiar with the terrain and the veteran landscape, if you will. And so what he's done is leverage his resources in the community to make sure the community knows about Wayne County Veteran Services. So current state, actually yesterday, we were just looking at where we are current, which organizations we have partnerships with. We've reached out to heretofore since he came on back in August. And then we looked at future state, which organizations do we want to reach out to in Wayne County and the social service organizations. We have confidence that we have a strong foothold in the Veterans Administration, veteran service organizations. But so now we're taking a look at how do we go after different pockets of the community to get the word out. And so that's something we're preparing right now. We started the legwork on that. So our current state, future state, and then how do we get there? How do we get more people to know about us? I've also recently tasked him with looking at all the funeral homes. Unfortunately, people die, but that's a source for us to make sure those veterans and their families know that they can get $1,000 burial reimbursement. So we have a 10-page list of funeral homes that we're reaching back out to make sure they know that the veterans can take advantage of that reimbursement to make that family members transition not as painful and uncomfortable. We're looking at city halls all across the 43 communities. Can we be invited to speak on their agenda or comments at the end of the city council meetings? We are reestablishing our foothold with the veteran service organizations. And just for everybody's knowledge, a lot of veteran service organizations, you're talking to the disabled American veterans, veterans of foreign wars, Vietnam veterans, and those types of organizations that you see different posts in your community. Some of them aren't well staffed right now because of the pandemic. They're not having a lot of face-to-face interaction with clients. So it's a challenge getting that word out to them because they're not all open or they have reduced hours. So what I realized we needed to do, because there was a gap in the veteran service officer service, I have Mr. Batchelor. He just recently got certified to become a veteran service officer to help us a select few in our office, so I don't farm those clients out to another agency. So his workload is full. And he's aggressive about getting it all done in a professional manner. And he has the right disposition to reach out to the community. So those are just some of the things that we're doing to make sure we try to capture as many people and help as many veterans and their families that we possibly could.
Great.
Well, thank you.
you.
And thank you for that
Yeah.
flyer that you sent out regarding that from the last meeting.
You're welcome.
Mhm.
And I know I'm on new business item 3, but did you want me to continue talking so we don't have to come back to me?
Yeah, why not? And then
Sure.
I'll do the receive and file, but go ahead.
Right. And so those are some of the things that we're working on. And what I just wanted to tell the body right now, just some of the top 3 areas that we're getting requests for help from veterans. And probably not surprisingly, the number 1 issue would be housing, rental, mortgage payments. And that's the number 1 on our list that we've provided some monies to veterans in Wayne County. Second on that list would be storage, moving expenses, furniture. So that would be number 2 on our list that the veterans are asking for help. Number 3 would be utility bills, which comes as no surprise: water, electricity, and that spans DTE and all the similar services in Wayne County. The veterans come to us for help, and we've made sure that we've paid those bills for those veterans. And there was one more, medical expenses. We can pay some of their medical expenses, and we've gone out of our way to help them with paying those medical bills. So it runs the gamut, but we make sure we take those phone calls, we process everything online, and we get it out to the clients. And if I could, and then we're also working right now with the National Faith Home Buyers. A lot of you are aware of that. You approved that in the county commission a while ago. And so that program is set up to help roughly 100 veterans, peacetime, wartime, honorably discharged, dishonorably discharged veterans that reside in Wayne County. We have billeting for roughly 100. As of last Friday, we filled the beds for 60, right? And it's moving at a very rapid pace to get those beds filled way ahead of schedule. And if I could share my screen, I'll show you a quick video that we produced to talk about that.
Sure, go ahead.
Let's see. Do-do-do-do. Yeah, do-do-do-do. I'm trying to find the screen. Just a second here.
Mhm.
Jesus, Jesus, Jesus.
Can you guys see my screen?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm gonna play this.
We can't hear what you're saying, though.
Okay. Can't hear you. Let's see. How do I make sure I share the volume? And you guys can't hear me talk, huh?
No. Just see your mouth moving. That's all.
I'm saying a whole lot. You guys need to hear all of it. I don't know how to make that work just as to save you guys time, but essentially what we're doing is announcing, we're just announcing that we have this program in place. I'm sorry, I don't have the caption. Can you see the captions?
Uh-huh. Yeah, we were able to see that earlier. Mm-hmm.
Can you see the
Yeah.
captions? Okay. So, but, you know, and so this program is essentially set up to help get veterans off the streets. And this is just a nice summary of what we're doing.
Oh, I see Pastor Bell. Okay.
Record of helping.
Okay, let's see.
That was
So,
great.
yeah, so that's what we're doing. And so along with that project, again, we targeted 100 families. We've got 60 of them as of last Friday into some housing. If you look outside your window, it's cold, it's snow on the ground. Imagine the impact you have on one veteran and his family. So we're talking 60 right now that are off the streets.
Okay.
So we're going after that population and needs some help. Along the way, we have 5 veteran service organizations. Again, for context, those are Disabled American Veterans, VFWs, American Legion facilities across Wayne County. And they are all have a different mission. Primarily their mission is to help veterans. And so we've provided monies to them so they can help veterans right away without having to wait for levels of bureaucracy to remedy those problems for veterans. So that's what we've been doing. That's what we're currently working on in 2021, and we'll continue to keep doing that and helping peacetime veterans as well as wartime veterans based on the policies and procedures of our division.
That's excellent. And I see you got a group of pastors that you're working with, so
They're all
that
good.
really forces out to a lot of people
It does.
in their parishioners. Yes. Mhm.
It does. So that's what we've been working on this
Okay.
this last month, and just focus on helping our veterans.
All right. Well, that's fantastic. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much. I'm sorry I may have cut off Commissioner. Were you finished speaking, Commissioner?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank
All
you so
right.
much. Mhm.
Yes, thank you. And thank you so much for your report, Commissioner Betsaria. So I need now a motion and support for item number 1.
Okay, is that the one that I made a motion
Yes, yes, you did.
Okay,
You made the
yeah.
motion.
to
Was there
receive
any
and file?
support?
And then
Or
I
we-
support it. Yes,
Okay.
I support.
It's been moved and supported. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposes? Hearing none, the report is received and filed. Thank you, Madam Clerk.
Item 2, a department update from Lisa Whitmore Davis, Director of the Department of Senior Services.
Is Ms. Whitmore Davis?
Yes, good
How are
afternoon.
you? And
I'm well.
thank you for allowing us to go ahead with Commissioner Betsaria.
Yes. He's doing outstanding work, and we are any way we can support you, Director Betsarai. Please feel free to reach out to us. We always want to provide opportunities to share the great information that he has in his division. My update from the seniors department is multiple levels today. So I really thank you for the opportunity to come before you today to bring an update. Our ASA totals for, let me get my documents here in front of me. Our ASA, our meal totals for the week of January 18th through January 22nd. Home delivered meals, we served 11,331 meals, and congregate meals, they aren't in face-to-face, they are in a drive-up format. Due to COVID, we served 790 meals during the week of January 18th through January 22nd, and that is what was reported to the ASA website, which is the state of Michigan. As far as masks, you all may have seen the wonderful cloth mask that Wayne County has, the blue with the welcoming logo on it.
Yes.
We have distributed those to all of the home delivered meal participants and that we serve, as well as those who come through the congregate meal site. And prior to that, in December, we distributed the disposable cloth masks that we received as a gift from UAW for the county received. So those were distributed as well. So we are holding back some more to distribute later on in the early spring, but those 5 reusable masks, that will be a great tool, especially right now with the CDC recommending that we even consider double masking right now. Also, our volunteers and our site managers and our staff here at Wayne County, we, myself and my divisional director, Joan Savakis, we coordinated a list of those who are willing and interested in getting the vaccine and provided that information to the health department. So there's 2 lists that we are working from, those who state that they're interested in getting the list, and we also have that categorized by age. So if we could know if they're over the age of 65 so they can be prioritized. But also the health department asked us to, since we have such a large body of individuals that are eligible and want to take the vaccine, those who are willing to come and less than 30 minutes notice and can get there, because you may have seen on the news that sometimes when people don't show up to receive their vaccine at that stated time, that vaccine will go to waste. So in working with our health department, we want to be able to help we have so many folks, those who've identified and say, I live where if you notify me within 30 minutes, I can get to the building and take that vaccine. So we're really excited and happy about that. Also, last time I came before you, I spoke of the technology upgrade that our department we purchased through the CARES dollars, and we have the hardware in hand and the software is en route. And that, just to put a small synopsis of what that technology upgrade entails, right now, most of all of our processes are done with pen and paper. And putting the site managers bringing back handwritten reports or notations to reports with pen and paper. But through this new technology upgrade, 2 things that I'm really excited about: when a senior is omitted, either by human error, they didn't answer the door, or they get dropped off the report because it is done manually by accident. Now we are able to know if by this new technology, if someone isn't served that day, we won't have to wait till either they call us or we get a complaint call through the TSA, or the volunteer goes the next week and they say, oh, you didn't bring my, I wasn't there. We will know by the end of the day. So we start early in the morning, we're done about 11, 12, 1 o'clock delivering the meals. We'll know by the close of business that same day that Mr. Smith was omitted, and someone can go and take care of providing him that meal that day or that very next morning. Because, due to COVID, we no longer serve daily. We serve once a week, 5 meals at one time. So we may not come back until the next week. And that could really impact a senior's health and their ability to stay independent in their home. So I'm really excited that this new system will help us, because we have such a large amount, as you see from the meals served. We want to make sure that we don't forget anyone, and that human error does not come into play as to why someone didn't get their meal. And it's going to take about 8 months to roll this totally out. So I'm really, the other piece, it will also provide us with additional accuracy for the county to receive more accurate reimbursements from our grantor, the TSA. So if we like bad in, bad out, if it's short back. So we're really happy that our billing to the TSA, our grantor, will be more accurate, as well as to make sure all that is captured, the money that we have expended for those meals. To some lighter and more loving information, last year you all were so instrumental in helping us with our first Have a Heart, Give a Heart campaign.
Yes.
And we had so many people that responded, your constituents and different organizations that you helped connect us with. And because we had so many,
show how grateful we are for their hard pandemic.
I'll let
Also going to announce that we're reconvening the members of the Return to School Advisory Council.
Okay, Madam, okay, go ahead. I guess they've stopped now.
Okay, I know you want to hear this, Madam Chair.
Right.
So the Have a Heart, Give a Heart campaign for 2021 we had so many left over from 2020 that the surplus, we're able to this year still provide our older adults and all of our homebound seniors with a handmade heart with a note of love and care. And we will begin distributing those the first week in February. And we're just really happy because we were concerned, but you know what? I was so glad that we had such an overwhelming response in 2020, and now it made the difference for 2021, because we had no idea last February that our world and our community would be in this pandemic and this type of situation. So we're really excited that we'll have that. And we look forward to maybe in 2022, we'll be able to go back to making hearts and being able to be with one another and be able to provide that. But we're just really happy that 2020 was so successful that it made the difference for 2021. If you don't, otherwise, we're really excited starting off the new year. We had I had a staff retreat with my staff last year at the end of the year, end of the fiscal year, to review where we were, where we went, where we're trying to go. And we are truly striking out on those goals in 2021 already. So we'll have our first all staff meeting this Friday with the entire team. I have a leadership team meeting twice a month with my division director and my department manager, so that our leadership team, we're all in sync. So any questions?
Well, it sounds exciting. And yeah, I'm just wondering, how do we get to the seniors to make sure that they know how to get in touch to get the vaccine?
Well, after the presentation that was given, I think that was at the commission or at one of the HHS committee meetings, we had a very extensive update from the health department, and we have begun working on drafting a notice to go out to our participants to let them know, here's where you should start, so that, because we were concerned, maybe as you may be, that we didn't want them to go here, go there. You're hearing all these different places of where you should go. And so we have drafted a memo that will be delivered with their home delivered meals to kind of give them more guidance around that. But unfortunately, not by a system made by our own. It has been a challenge in regards to consistency and message around where an older adult should go. From what my understanding is, they should first deal with whatever medical system that they are participants with, either Henry Ford Health System, DMC, Beaumont, which are the big, providers here in the area. And if they don't have one, then their next place could be going to our Wayne County Health Department. But it's been a challenge, but we wanted to look into that, and we have begun drafting.
So very good, because I know that's what I've been telling them when they call me. I have quite a few senior buildings in that, and
absolutely.
And some are still in their homes in that call.
Oh yes. Oh yes. The majority of our older adults in Wayne County live in their own homes. It's a very small population that live in the senior buildings. So the senior building, think about it. I can go ask my friend Martha, what do you know? And she's so knowledgeable, she will be able to give me good information. But think about that older adult who lives in their home alone, and they're isolated because they don't live in that wonderful communal living like you have in a senior building.
Okay. Well, thank you so much, and thank you for the report. Are there any questions of Mrs. Whitmore to anyone? Anyone on the committee?
No questions.
No question.
Okay. All right. Well,
Thank you,
thank you
commissioners.
so much,
Thank you.
Ms. Whitmore, and
Thank you.
and also Mr. Betsaria. This was just wonderful, and I thank Commissioner McCormick for pulling this together. So we didn't have to pull anything, but we will always be calling on both of you to continue to give us updates on things.
You're welcome. Thank you so much.
You're so welcome.
Absolutely. It's my pleasure.
Yes, indeed. Okay, Madam Clerk,
E, such other matters as may be properly submitted before the committee.
I don't know of any. Next
Public
item.
comments.
Okay, has everyone been unmuted?
Everyone is unmuted.
Okay, thank you. Is there any comments from the public?
Yes,
Any-
I emailed in something. This is President Buffington of Local 1659.
Yes, President Buffing, go ahead, please.
This comment is for the Veteran Services. Director Betsari is familiar with me. I have been going back and forth with Commissioner himself in regards to my employees that work for Veteran Services to find out when it will be applicable to get more help in this department for the large array of customer service that they do for the veterans of Wayne County. This is a vast county, and you have a staff that went from, I believe it was 3 to 4 people down to 1 individual. Now there's 1 more young lady in training. And then you have the individual that works for your call center. But we're still short of employees. And I thought before we had the pandemic occur that he came before the commission in regards to monetary for the employment to increase in this department. That was just directed to him. And that's an issue, I guess, between himself and the commission. But this was just a reminder from the local president. Thank you all for your time.
All right, thank you. You know, we don't go back and forth, so, but I'm
Thank
sure that Mr. Betsaria and you will, Ms. Buffington, will get that issue discussed. Thank you. All right, next item, please. Or is there anyone else wishing to make a comment? Anyone else from the public wishing to make a comment? Hearing none, next item, please.
Adjournment.
Thank you. A motion to adjourn, please.
Move adjournment.
Support.
It's been moved and supported. All in favor? Say aye. And thanks again for everyone attending.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you. Be blessed. Bye-bye.